Hello my beautiful little Moglets. Today we are playing a First Summoner. It's a real-time strategy RPG with a unique playstyle. There are 4 different types of heroes: Archer, Knight, Warrior, and Mage, all with distinctive battle styles. There are 150 different stages with challenges that become more difficult along the way. Lots of different types of content as well, such as the Infinite Chaos, which is a hardcore dungeon that consists of 12 floors. There's the Snake's Battlefield, which is a PvP mode to test your decks against other opponents. There are also always different seasonal dungeon and patrol events in rotation. Before I get into some gameplay though, I do want to thank First Summoner for sponsoring this video. I'll have some links in the description down below, so make sure to check it out. So here we are, this is the screen you're first greeted with when you start playing. Before we get into all this stuff, let's just take a look at the general gameplay. So we've gotten past the first chapter, we're going on to the second chapter, Frozen Hell. Up here you can see what types of enemies there are. You know, we got the Undead Viking, pretty tanky that can also deal some damage. He is melee. And then some archers over here. Down here you can see your current deck loadout. We got the archer with us and the cards she can summon. But let's just go ahead and enter and we'll get into all that stuff a little bit later. Alright, so here we are. So initially how you just move is just tapping anywhere on the screen. You can have the option to set a joystick as well if you'd prefer that. But I think tap to move in this sort of thing is pretty good. We have these jars over here we can attack. We get some souls for that, and of course with those souls we can summon these dudes down here. So what I usually like to start with is a big ogre up front as a tank and some archers behind me, they're gonna go to work there. My archer can stay back with the skeleton archers while the big tank dude up there, he can also deal some decent damage. And then yeah, he doesn't really start following me until like I'm ahead, so it's a little bit weird sometimes, but when we actually grab the attention, you know. So this dude's coming at us. Now we can fall back a little bit, have our tank go up there. We have more souls now. We can summon a knight. So he is not quite as tanky as the ogre, but he can do a bit more damage. So currently these 6 cards you see down here are the only ones I actually have. Some I don't use super often. Usually I like to only use the summoning ones unless there's like a really tanky one, then I'll use the, like we can try this, you see? That's sort of an AoE. You see we got all 3 of those dudes there. That was sort of a skill card, no summoning there. But it only takes like 2 souls. And we actually got the 3 stars. Oh, we actually just unlocked patrol, which we were talking about a bit in the beginning. Alright, we can do like an auto setup. Oh, I see. So we can only have a certain number of like rarities. But that like fit perfectly anyway, so that's fine. So we have to patrol the area a total of 9 times. I don't know what create a decent chance of encountering elite monsters is, unless it's just like a passive thing we have a decent chance of encountering. And then exclude dark rifts from the patrol area. Well, let's just go ahead and hit dispatch and see what's going on here. Okay, so that just might be like a passive thing. I hope we can still use those cards because those are like literally the only cards we have. But yeah, okay, so they're doing that. They'll be finished in 8 hours, it looks like. Let's go back to Frozen Hell 2-2. So yeah, I mean, currently I just have the cards I have, but I can imagine later on there's going to be a lot of interesting strategies you can come up with. Alright, so yeah, it showed us the full map, which actually isn't very usual. But anyway, let's go ahead and start with these ogre and the archers again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these dudes. They're like pretty much infinite. I'm not sure if we just shouldn't ignore them, to be honest. Like have my tank deal with them while we go ahead. I don't know if that actually works. Let's summon up some soldiers to help us a little bit. Oh, this thing is like summoning those dudes, so we should probably get rid of that. As soon as we get like a 3rd soul, I'm not sure if we should just be standing in the middle of these black spirit dudes. Let's try this. You see, 946 damage up there. Very crazily powerful, but it does take 3 souls, and those 3 souls could have gone towards summoning something. Oops, I gotta back up a little bit. On the harder stages I can have like a whole army of those archer dudes, and see, the tank is doing really good work. He has still pretty nice health. I mean, that's like what a tank's supposed to be, but still. These spirits are really slowing me down. I wouldn't really know how to take care of them faster except just like patrolling ahead and trying to kill the thing that's summoning them. But I'm pretty low health, so I gotta stay back. Maybe just continually summoning these archers, they can help take care of them a little bit faster at least, because they are very squishy. Can summon some little skeleton warriors as well. Maybe help the tank, because the tank's getting a little bit low now. More skeleton archers. We've already lost a star. We only have a minute and 45 left. Probably might need some backup. Let's go ahead and summon a bigger warrior. Yeah, he's going down. Oh, it's these things. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. Boom, there's the arrow. Took nearly half of its health straight off the bat. We can do this as well. That's more of an AoE. It's way weaker, but it can hit more than one if there are a bunch of enemies clumped up. Let's do that again. So that one's down now. We don't have as many of those spirits to deal with. I guess let's just get some more archers. If we can get like it before 1 minute goes up, then we can get at least 2 stars. Go! Okay, that was close. Evil dust. But we got it now, I guess. I don't know if we'd actually want it, to be honest. But it's a group of 6, can eat anything at once. I want to try it, to be honest. Oh, and also I think we can upgrade our warriors. There are also, of course, quests. Right now we got the village owner missing. Gotta find him, and we get some rewards for that as well. Craft a piece of equipment. Yes, there is also equipment you can equip on your heroes, which is pretty cool. I haven't really gotten too much into that though, to be honest. But since we've checked out the general gameplay, we can go over some other things. Here we can see an overview of the stats. I have some gear, although it's not really much better than my current gear. Max mana with the ring and the amulet there, or the necklace. The only thing that I think gives us attack is the bow. We might not be quite far enough to actually start crafting any gear yet, so I haven't paid too much attention to it. But here we can level up our cards. You can see a bigger variety of cards when we go to our actual cards page. So these are the ones we currently own. I want to try this dude out, even though he's only level 1. We're going to replace our warriors because I don't use them too often. Got achievements as well. Oh. 2% more EXP gain, that's nice. I'm kind of curious to see what happens when we get to level 10, because it says the max level is 10. So I'm gonna play a bit more, be back when I'm level 10. Also, from what I understand, there is no auto mode, so if you want to progress, you actually have to play. One of the things I've learned is to go after the archers first, instead of like these big dudes up here, because they are very squishy, and they also deal a significant amount of damage when there are multiple of them. The only use I've found so far for these black orb things are when there is just like this big ogre, because he has a pretty slow attack speed, and you know, they do pretty decent damage, but they're so squishy, they'll die in one hit, and they're melee, so only like just when it's just these big dudes alone, they are pretty good. Otherwise, when there are some like archers backing him and you can't kill them fast enough, they're pretty bad and pretty useless. But as in this case, you see this big ogre is almost dead already. We can summon like maybe an ogre of our own, because up there you see we got a lot of minions. Got some archers here. I'm going to take out the archers, and hopefully, what's going on there? That blue circle. Oh, we have like a cannon dude. I don't know if I should get that close, honestly, but yeah, just trying to focus on the archers first because they have pretty fast attack speed. I'm not caring too much about my own safety right now because I'm still decently healthy. When it's just the cannon dude left, maybe we got it. Like I said, we can't really summon anything else. There are some jars around, but I think we broke them all. If that's the last one, but there is a gate up here. Oh yeah, this is the quest. We were looking, this must be the village owner. Oh, there we go, and we're level 10. Max level, but there that is, let's check it out. Ooh, we also got a new card, Arrow Rain. A rain of arrows, that sounds good. Probably some good AoE there. Oh, that was a blacksmith. Finally, we can get some decent gear, hopefully. We got a rare bow here. Craft, modify, and dismantle. So it looks like the only thing he has right now is the blue adventurer's bow. Let's see if we can do it. Is that all we need? Let's try. Looks like it worked. Alrighty, ooh, we get some crit chance and damage there as well. Let's go ahead and equip that. We can also accept a quest from him, get equipment 5 times. We can also modify the weapon, get different substats, I guess, but crit chance and damage actually sound good to me, so let's see if we can upgrade as well. I suppose we don't need pretty much any of this stuff. Actually, we could just throw the green bow in there, couldn't we? That gets us almost all the way there. Maybe a boot. Alright, and we get a little bit more crit chance. A very little bit, 0.17 to 0.18. But yeah, I mean, more stats, I suppose. Yeah, let's upgrade it. Also, I think we get a little bit more attack, 2 more attack, which I mean, since we only have 67, 2 is kind of a big deal. Okay, we can complete Awakening to extend the max level. We'll probably get to Awakening maybe later on in the story. We can level up our Evil Dust, but yeah, you can see they have 46 health, or they will have 46 health when we level them up. So yeah, pretty much one shot by anything. But again, for the slow big dudes, they're pretty good because they summon 6 at a time, you know, and those big ogres have to just kill them 1 at a time super slowly. And their damage output is actually not bad. 41, 1.16 attack speed. Times 6, you know. But yeah, I suppose that'll pretty much do it. First impressions, I'm having fun. It's super unique. The playstyle, I actually haven't seen anything quite like it. I really like the level of customization you can have with your deck. You can also, I believe, have, yeah, up to 3 different decks you can sort of hot swap, depending on the stage. And of course, when we get a bit further, unlock some of these other cards, we can have some pretty specialized strategies. So you can really play how you want to play, and I think that's always important. It's always nice. As far as gear is concerned, right now it seems more of a supplementary thing. I don't know how big of a role this is going to play, considering, you know, even a gray one gives about 44 attack, I believe, when it's level 2, and this gives 47. So, but I'm not far enough to know yet, like, how high this stuff can go and how much it'll actually affect you. So, but ultimately it's enjoyable, it's smooth. I have no real complaints about it. Make sure to tell me what you think in the comments down below. Also, of course, down there is the link to download, so make sure to check it out. Leaving a like if you attempt to enjoy is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.